Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. But he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Johnson. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
I got you, boy. Check the backer, check the backer.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mike, 6, right there, 56. Drop deep, okay.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Able to find Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 on the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Echo. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, baby.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Hey, pick your game up. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Delta. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Crabtree. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Rashad Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Cut, 315. 43. Check. Hey, man. Watch the group. Watch it. Alert. Gun.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson is going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
56.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10. Go. Check. 56. Pull it. High.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yeah. Check safety.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
Set hut. He's to the base. 56. It's our time.
Murray to air it out again. He gets it left side to Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Too little, cut. You go tight. You got tight right there. Shift.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Mike's 56. Watch the curve.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. Murray now. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Hey. Come get some.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
On third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Keep playing hard.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
From the 27, Wilson to the right side, and he's got more complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume number 3. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Guys, listen. Keep it up. Check 3.
Now Wilson going to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's go, 43's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Green 80. 43. Check. Fair. Bang out. Bam. 43's the mic. Here we go. Zebra. Undercross. 14. Kill.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Penny running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check, tight right. Reload. You got three down. 6.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And an alley to run. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Switch.
On 1st down, Procise. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 9-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
14.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson flushed out. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Robert Alford. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Left side here, caught by Clay. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here we go.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And a loose football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey.
On 2nd and 12, Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
43 for Mike. Go 14. Front left. Touch 50.
To throw again, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Touch 280. 43. Get the ball.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Line 90. 43. Check, 43. You ain't got nothing. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Four down. One flat.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's caught by Penny. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Go on. 43's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it.
Slam. Go, 14.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Penny. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Slow down. Hey, 0-0-0. 43 the mic.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Watch the angle. Got it. Hold on. 43 the mic. All day. Gun.
He's back to throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Myers able to knock it through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, You can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray to throw. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Clock's still rolling here, 4th down.
Yeah, they've got to remember they cannot spike it. 4th down, as you noted.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Murray keeps it himself, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time, Murray to throw it. A quick hitter complete. It's Johnson. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready? Echo! Mike 56! Mike 56! He can't hang.
To throw is Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
22 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And the Cardinals win it. So it's a win here for the Arizona.